Hey everybody, it's Benny One, and I'm back at you with another movie review, and I'm going to review the Godzilla Monsters series of movies before Godzilla vs. Kong comes out on Friday, everybody. That is correct. So we are starting off with the one that started this franchise off, the 2014 Godzilla movie. Look at that dust. I don't know why that shit's always floating around up here, but it is. I'm sure you guys can see it on the screeny screen. But yes, so we are reviewing Godzilla, everybody. I love Godzilla. He's my favorite. That's right. I grew up watching all them old Godzilla movies on VHS where there's dudes in the suits fighting and it's cheesy as hell. I love this. And I think this movie does a fantastic job of recreating that and updating it for our modern times. Like, I really do. So this sees the world under attack by some from these appearances of these monstrous creatures, everybody. And there is one monster that he's the only one that can basically defeat these bad boys, at least at the time that we knew. He's the only one that can stop them and save the world, everybody. And you know who that is. That's Godzilla. That's right. And I'm going to start off by saying the look. They got the look. I love that we get more of a traditional look for Godzilla in this movie. Because in the Godzilla 2000 movie, they kind of went with a different direction and made him look a little different, which I didn't totally mind. It didn't totally bother me. I enjoy that Godzilla movie. But this one, they went back to him standing on the two legs, you know, and he's got the shorter-ish arms. Well, I guess they're not super short, but he stands on two legs and he stands up. Like, that's what Godzilla's supposed to do. I think they nailed the look of him. They updated him. He looks fantastic. The special effects look great in this movie. I think they look great in all of these monster movies that they've done. Kong, Skull Island, Godzilla, Gods and I really think that the special effects, the CG, they did a phenomenal job with these movies. So, this is directed by Gareth Edwards, and all I'm going to say is The Last Jedi. Any of you that know anything about Gareth Edwards know his connection to The Last Jedi. We'll leave it at that, because that is a very divided fan base over that movie. That's for damn sure. I used to hate it a lot more, but it's kind of grown on me a little bit. So the cast in this movie, good cast, but I got to tell you, so Aaron Taylor Johnson plays Ford Brody, and then Elizabeth Olsen plays his wife, Ellie Brody, and I was watching the movie last night, and I thought it was funny because I was like, wait a second. Those two play brother and sister in the Avengers movies, in Age of Ultron and shit, in the MCU. And in this movie, they're married, and they're all kissing each other and stuff. And every time they were doing that shit on the screen, I was like, oh, God, she's kissing her brother. Even though I know they're not the same characters, but because Age of Ultron came out a year after this movie, so they obviously filmed this one first, but it was just funny to see them in a movie together in different roles, and I'm like, oh God, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are making out. They do good, though. They both do a good job. Bryan Cranston is in this movie, everybody. He plays Joe Brody. He plays Ford's dad. We get a lot of time with him in the beginning of the movie, and he does a freaking awesome job, you guys. He knocks it out of the ballpark. When he's given that speech, when he gets detained back at that nuclear facility in Japan where he had his family when Ford was younger, that scene where he's trying to convince them when they're holding him in that room is great, man. Bryan Cranston can act his ass off. Like, great actor. And then we got Ken Watanabe, I think is how you say his name. He plays Dr. Ishiro, and he's important to these movies because I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I'm gonna rewatch Kong Skull Island. I think he makes an appearance in that movie. He's most definitely in Godzilla King of Monsters. Like, that's the thing, he's kind of the one character that kind of ties these movies together, at least. So, but I love this movie. Some people complain because they don't show Godzilla that much, but I love the slow buildup. I love that we get to see these other two creatures get, like, hatched and then attack everything, and then we get to see the world kind of trying to deal with it and, like, what the hell are we going to do? And I love that we get this slow burn and build and tease of Godzilla. Like, they tease him and tease him. So then, at that airport in Hawaii, when they finally show him, they show his feet stomping down, and then they slowly pan up to him, and he's just like, I love that shit. I love it. Like, that slow build to his first appearance, awesome. It's awesome, because you get to see him after that. I realize, yes, it's like halfway through the movie, but that's what makes it great, is we get this burn, this build to him. We just don't get Godzilla, because we get that in the sequel to this Godzilla movie, King of Monsters. We get to see Godzilla freaking fighting and kicking ass in that movie, the whole movie. So, but yeah, I really enjoy it. Is the human story really that important and done well in this movie? Nah, I mean, not really, but these type of movies, you don't go into these kind of movies expecting the human characters and that side of the story to be the best thing in the world. That's not what these movies are about. These movies are about watching Godzilla kick some monster ass, everybody. That's what these movies are all about. Like, seriously, that's what they're about. Like, Godzilla King of Monsters, I loved, because that's what it was. That's what we wanted. And Godzilla versus Kong, we want to watch those two fight and kick the shit out of each other. That's what they're all about. They're big, dumb monster movies. I don't know why people complain about the story in these movies. Like, that's not what these movies are for. That's not what they're about. So, I enjoy this Godzilla movie. I really do. For me, I'm giving it 5 lightsabers out of 5 lightsabers. That's right. Is it a perfect movie? No. For me, though, enjoyment-wise, and what they did with Godzilla, the way he looks, the action we got, the monster fights we got, me being a Godzilla fan ever since I was a little kid and I understood watching movies, I love Godzilla, and I think they captured that perfectly in this movie. So 5 lightsabers out of 5 lightsabers for the 2014 Godzilla movie, everybody. All right, everybody, I'm going to keep reviewing these through the week, and I'll do a ranking after we watch Godzilla vs. Kong, everybody. All right, hope you guys enjoyed that review. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And I'll be catching you on the tubulators because I have spoken.